This is Trevor from Telecom Training, and today we're going to talk about DSL line issues. In the last 5 years, there have been a downward trend in DSL subscriptions. In the United States alone, in 2019, there were 20.8 million DSL subscriptions. 5 years later, this number has decreased by 50% to about 10 million. This is primarily due to the adoption and expansion of more reliable connections such as fiber optics and cable. Despite its decline, DSL remains a crucial internet access method in certain regions, particularly in rural and underserved areas where alternative broadband infrastructures are limited or unavailable. I've been getting many unexpected questions recently about DSL issues. One of my viewers has an issue where his telephone is intermittently going out of service, but his internet remains up and running with reduced speed when the phone is not working. And after a period of time, the phone would come back up, and so does the internet speed, and everything is fine. If anyone have any ideas, please drop us a comment on what you think could cause this problem. Now, I drew this diagram so I can use it to try to explain to you exactly what I believe could be causing the issue. Now, on top here, this is the internet, and this is your telephone switch. Now, your telephone switch is connected with a cable, and this cable may have 100 pairs, for instance, inside of it, and each pair would carry a telephone line to the DSL. It could be 100 different customers working on this particular line if there are 100 pairs, because one pair of wires is used by each customer. Now on this side, this is a fiber optic cable. We connect it from the internet to the DSL. Now this DSL is located in your neighborhood, usually within 1 kilometer from your home. DSL stands for Digital Subscriber Line Access Multiplexer. Now both your internet line and your telephone line comes into DSL, and the DSL has many DSL cards for each customer. So each customer will have their own small little DSL card that is plugged into this whole DSL unit. This is your telephone line here going from the DSL to your home. Now this line here would be plugged into your own little module within the DSL. So if this module is defective, that could cause the problem that the customer is experiencing, where one side of it on the inside here of the DSL is becoming disconnected every once in a while. So that would mean just replacing this card completely. Let's say the technician did change this, but that didn't resolve the problem. Now the next thing that could happen is something simple like this wire here, which is connected to the DSL. This could be broken and is intermittently going back into place. You see, these wires are very fragile. They're very thin. They're just 22 gauge. And by moving them around a little bit too much, it could be broken on the inside of the insulation, where the insulation is still holding it in place. So every once in a while, when a technician may go into this particular DSL, he may move this wire and it causes it to shift out of place, and the customer experiences this degraded service. And when another technician goes back in there, he may accidentally move it back in place. This could cause that problem because technicians are in and out of these boxes every single day. Now let's say that problem was checked and this is not the issue. Another problem it could be is that, I don't know if you are experiencing this problem when it rains. You didn't mention that, but let's say this happened when it rains. What could be happening is that one of these wires could be sitting in water, or maybe both of them, but one of them is a bit damaged where the insulation is cracked or something like that, and water is getting into the wire. And when that happens, it causes the electricity which is going through on that particular wire to be channeled to ground. And so this signal wouldn't get through to the customer, just the other side would get through. So this line would be half open. One side would be fine, where you'll continue to get your DSL service, but for the telephone you wouldn't get anything, because telephone lines require both lines to be working. They require a full circuit for this telephone to work. DSL do not work the same way. They would work just on one wire, but the speed will be reduced. So that could be what's happening here. So let's say that was ruled out. The technician changed the entire cable and that is fine. The next thing he may want to check is that you don't have that same issue here, a broken wire on one of these on the connection to the pot splitter. Because what they do when they connect this twisted pair to the pot splitter, they remove just maybe about a half of an inch of the insulation off the edge here from both wires. And if you look at this box here, this is the pot splitter here, and you see these holes here. There's a spring-loaded clip on the other side of this hole that you can't see. The technician would push that spring-loaded clip in, and he would push the end of his wire without the insulation as far as it can go. It wouldn't go, the insulation would go in, just the part where the insulation was removed. Once you release the spring, that wire would be held there tightly. You can't pull it out without pushing that clip in again. So he would do that to both wires. But what happens is that sometimes by moving this box around, these wires, one of these wires could become broken. And you may not be able to see it because the insulation may still be holding it in place. That could be an issue there where just one of the wires are broken and it's intermittently causing this out of service that the customer is describing. Having said that, if all of this had been ruled out and that is all fine, you could actually have a problem with your pot splitter. A pot splitter could be defective. So it would just be a matter of replacing this pot splitter. This is another pot splitter here, but this type is a bit differently. This is one where you plug into your living room's telephone jack. This isn't RJ11, just a regular telephone type jack. Here is where you would plug in your phone and your DSL line. Like one side here, you'll have an RJ45 connection where you would plug in your DSL. On the other side, like here, you will have an RJ11 where you'll plug in your phone. So this could also be defective. So these are all the things that you could check. A defective phone wouldn't cause your internet to slow down, so I don't believe it could be the phone, and I don't believe it could be the DSL modem because that wouldn't affect your phone. So the next time you have this problem, you might want to just talk to a technician and about these ideas that I have given you, and maybe these will help him to resolve the issue. Now, I hope I was able to help, and if any of you out there have any ideas of how this problem can be solved, please don't hesitate to drop us a line and let us know what you think. And if you have a problem like this, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you as well. My name is Trevor from Telecom Training. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe at this time. And also click on the like button. It really helps. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.